Arrival and transfer guide. You just landed in Mexico, and stepping out into the Cancun airport terminal is a completely wild experience. It is loud, busy, and absolutely packed with people starting their dream trip. But we are not wasting any time standing around in long lines today. If you want a real vacation guide, the absolute best travel advice I can give you is to sort out your transportation early. Forget haggling for a taxi or dealing with the hidden fees of a car rental. We walked right outside the Quillon doors and found our shuttle bus immediately. Booking your transfers ahead of time is the ultimate cheat code for a smooth getaway. Just hand over your bags to the driver and let the transport service do all the heavy lifting. Now, we are on the road, driving straight into the famous hotel zone. Look out the window at this view. This is exactly why people travel here. You skip the busy downtown traffic and get miles of massive resorts and perfect palm trees instead. Securing a reliable hire is one of those essential tips and tricks that completely changes your mood on day one. You just sit back in the air conditioning and watch the beautiful Mexico scenery roll by. Before you even realize it, the van pulls right up to the front doors of the resort. The bags get unloaded, the stress is completely gone, and our all-inclusive stay officially begins. Inside the AVA Resort Cancun, the shuttle doors open and we have officially made it to the AVA Resort Cancun. If you are searching for the ultimate family review vlog for 2025, pay close attention. Stepping inside, the lobby is absolutely buzzing. You have tourists from all over the world checking in. It is massive, and it really sets the tone for one of the top resorts for families in the Riviera. Because we arrived early at 11 a.m., our suite was not ready yet. But that is no problem at a place like this.
Hello guys, this is Cancun, and this is Dad and Amara. It's a resort, and look how beautiful it is.
We grabbed our wristbands at the front desk, and instantly, that all-inclusive access kicked in. We did not have to wait to start enjoying the food and the incredible restaurants. I grabbed a drink, and as you can see, the kids were beyond excited, dancing to the music on the balcony. We spent the next few hours taking a quick tour around the property, checking out those panoramic oceanfront views and hanging out by the massive pools. When you travel to Mexico with kids, finding a spot with a great water park setup and access to the best beaches is everything. We just soaked up the sun and enjoyed the drinks while waiting for our 3 p.m. check-in. We just got the room keys, and let me tell you, there is absolutely no better feeling than walking into your suite for the very first time after a long day of travel. I am starting this trip off right, catching up on a little bit of work, sitting out on our private balcony with my laptop, with nothing but the sound of the ocean and the warm breeze in the background. But enough about work, let's get into the actual room tour. If you have been looking up AVA Resort Cancun reviews online, trying to figure out if this massive property actually lives up to the hype, just look at this setup. We are walking into a massive, ultra-modern living space with a sleek, minimalist kitchenette area, beautiful wood-paneled closets, and tons of room to just breathe and unpack. Moving through the suite, you immediately notice the intense attention to detail. Check out the design of the fixtures, the clean lines, and the lighting. It is exactly what you want when you are searching for the absolute best Mexico luxury hotel experience. The beds look like absolute clouds, ready for you to crash into, but the real showstopper of this entire space is the view right out the sliding glass doors. Imagine waking up to that pristine, endless blue water every single morning of your trip. Let's check out the bathroom situation next. We have got beautiful, high-end stone finishes, unique circular wooden mirrors, which are obviously perfect for a quick fit check selfie, and a massive, luxurious walk-in shower. When you travel as a family, having space to get ready is the ultimate premium, and this 5-star room absolutely delivers on all fronts. It does not feel like a standard, cramped hotel room. It feels like an upscale, private beach apartment. All right, the bags are unpacked. We are finally settled in, and now it is time to explore the property. Leaving our suite, we are taking a walk down the main promenade of the resort. And honestly, calling this a simple hallway does not do it any justice at all. It feels like we are strolling through a high-end luxury mall in a major city. The stunning marble floors reflecting the light, the modern boutique shops lined up on both sides, the chic restaurants tucked into the corners. The vibe is completely elevated. If you want to know what separates standard Mexico resorts from the truly elite top-tier ones, it is right here in the architecture and the atmosphere. There are people everywhere, mingling and exploring, but it never feels overly crowded because the property is just that massive and spread out. Now let's talk about arguably the most important part of any all-inclusive vacation, the food. We are heading into one of the main dining areas right now, and let me be clear, this is not your average run-of-the-mill buffet. The setup here is next level. Right as you walk in, you are hit with the incredible smell of fresh ingredients. We have live, open cooking stations where the chefs are prepping everything right in front of you. This is where the five-star service truly shines. Look at this endless spread of options. We are talking massive rows of fresh golden pastries, artisan breads, and hot stations that put most standalone restaurants to shame. Let's take a closer look at what they are actually cooking up on the line. If you love big, authentic flavors, you do not need to try and recreate complex Mexican recipes at home when you have expert chefs serving up rich, traditional stews, perfectly seasoned carved meats, and fresh salsas right from the kitchen. They have massive stainless steel chafing dishes filled with absolutely everything you could possibly crave. I am seeing roasted potatoes, sizzling bacon, custom hot stations, and a huge variety of international flavors. Whether you are looking for fresh seafood, a heavy savory lunch, or a mountain of waffles for the kids, it is all right here waiting for you. The sheer variety is completely mind-blowing. It is like having a dozen different high-end dining options completely under one roof. The kitchen staff is moving incredibly fast, constantly keeping every single dish fresh, hot, and fully stocked, so you never have to wait. With our plates cleared and our energy up, it is time to turn up the volume. We headed outside to the main deck, and the resort's entertainment team was already getting a massive party started on the concrete. This is what makes a family trip truly unforgettable. The Spanish music is blasting over the speakers, the sun is shining down, and they have a huge crowd of guests, including my kids, jumping right in on a guided group dance. It is impossible not to smile when you see this kind of infectious energy. The staff does an amazing job pulling everyone out of their shells and keeping the whole crowd entertained. After working up a sweat out there on the dance floor, there is really only one place left to go. We are hitting the water. And this is not just any standard hotel pool. It is an absolute massive, sprawling tropical oasis. The water is the absolute perfect temperature. We grabbed a bright pink donut floaty and just let the stress of the travel day completely melt away. The kids are splashing around, I'm carrying them through the water, and everyone around us is just having the time of their lives. The atmosphere here is pure, unfiltered vacation perfection. You have sleek white cabanas lining the edge of the water, upbeat music playing in the background, and tourists from all over the globe just soaking up the perfect weather. But let's be real, you cannot hang out at the pool all afternoon without an ice-cold drink in your hand, right? We walked right over to the outdoor bar area, and the bartenders were completely dialed in and moving fast. They are mixing up fresh, colorful cocktails, pouring out crisp Jumex apple juice for the kids, and keeping the whole line moving without missing a beat. Look at that perfect lineup of drinks on the counter. Bright, refreshing, and exactly what you need to cool down on a hot day in the tropics. Stepping away from the bar, we took a stroll through the resort's exterior pathways. From the perfectly manicured lush green gardens to the towering silver palm trees swaying in the wind, every single corner of this place is meticulously designed for maximum relaxation. This is only day one, and the trip is already looking legendary. Day 3 of our Mexico all-inclusive getaway is here, and we are stepping off the resort property for the ultimate family day trip. We headed down to the docks because today we are leaving the mainland behind. If you are researching the absolute best way to travel across the water, catching a standard ferry to Isla Mujeres from Cancun is incredibly popular, but we decided to upgrade the entire experience. We booked a premium catamaran sailing tour for the family. Right as we walk down the wooden pier to board, we are greeted by incredible performers dressed in traditional Mayan warrior gear. It instantly sets the mood for an epic adventure. We step onto the massive deck of the Albatross catamaran. The crew welcomes us, and I immediately grab an ice-cold drink from the bar to kick things off. I find a comfortable spot on the edge of the boat. The captain throttles up and we push away from the dock. Watching those massive, colorful luxury resorts fade into the distance as we hit the open water is an incredible feeling. The journey de Cancun a Mujeres usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the wind and the water. But honestly, when you are cruising over the Caribbean and the water is this vibrant shade of turquoise, you really do not want the ride to end. The girls are completely relaxed, stretched out on the cushions, just soaking up the sun and enjoying the perfect ocean breeze. We have some other great tourists on board sharing the trip with us, and the energy on the boat is just pure, unfiltered vacation mode. About halfway through our crossing, the captain completely cuts the engines and we drop anchor right in the middle of the sea. It is time to jump in. The crew hands out the gear and our group dives right into the crystal clear water for some snorkeling. The water temperature is absolute perfection. After an amazing swim, we climb back on board, dry off, and grab a seat as our tour guide steps up to the front. He brings out a detailed map of the island and gives everyone the full rundown of what to expect once we make landfall. He explains the geography, the history, and the absolute best spots we need to check out to maximize our afternoon. As the guide wraps up, the stunning coastline of the island finally comes into view. We dock the catamaran and immediately head straight for the beach. You simply cannot visit this island without getting in the water to grab a photo at the famous swing sets. My wife and the girls wade right in, jump on the wooden swings under the colorful sign, and just enjoy the moment. The water here is incredibly shallow, calm, and visually stunning. After drying off, it is time to hit the town. We take a walk through the vibrant, busy streets of the island center. It is packed with local shops, colorful buildings, and tourists exploring the culture. As we walk, you can see Mexican military personnel actively patrolling the bustling streets on foot. Having them around honestly just makes you feel incredibly safe and secure while you are exploring a new environment with your family. But you cannot come to this island without doing the #1 most iconic activity, renting a golf cart. We secure our cart, I take the wheel, and we hit the open road. We are cruising down these beautiful winding coastal paths with the wind in our hair and the endless ocean right beside us. The girls are in the back, loving every single second of the ride. This is exactly what a flawless family vacation looks like. That wraps up our epic island adventure, but this trip is far from over. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us as we take you along on our next journey.